Good morning. Everybody's calling, wanting to know about SDRP Stage 2. So I'm going to give you what we know today, and I'm going to probably talk more about what we don't know. So we're just going to jump right in this morning. We need to look back. SDRP Stage 1, there were several counties in Alabama and Florida that were D2 plus drought counties. And so you remember when we did SDRP 1, if you're a D2 drought county, and we're going to have that on the slide here, you can pause it and check. If you're a D2 drought county in 23, on SDRP Stage 2, put the same cause of loss. If you see that you're not a D2 drought county, put excessive heat. For all my Georgia guys, for 23 and 24, you can just mirror that first app and put hurricane. Hurricane will work in Georgia because we had it both years. So remember, cause of loss needs to be the same. There's some misinformation that SDRP Stage 2 has to have the same cause of loss that was written on your crop insurance cause of loss. That's not the case. It does not have to match. So D2 counties put drought. The other counties in Alabama and Florida put excessive heat. Both years for Georgia, put hurricane. It'll work. Tell you what I know about SDRP Stage 2, the shallow loss program. It's basically going to come in where you did not have losses on your regular crop insurance, or you exceeded the bushel or pound coverage on your crop insurance. So for instance, if you had a farm with 100 bushel average on corn and you were on 65% level and you made 66 bushels to the acre, you did not have a crop insurance claim under Stage 1, but under Stage 2, that shallow loss program, you may have a claim. It's been out since the week before Thanksgiving. You've got until April of 26 to sign up. This is what nobody really wants to hear from me, but I would wait until January 15th. You say, well, why should we wait to sign up? There is so many questions about how to complete the quality loss portion of the program. It's going to fall on you as the producer to supply your green sheets off your peanut loads if you had Seg 2s or Seg 3s. So it's got to be calculated load by load by load by load. On cotton, bale by bale by bale by bale. Now, if you didn't have any quality issues with cotton, or you didn't have any quality issues with your peanuts, corn was fine, beans were fine. If you don't have quality issues, you can go ahead and move forward with signing that. Why should you wait? Well, the lower you get your production to count, the higher your SDRP Stage 2 payment would be. So for instance, we'll use a peanut load as an example, or a peanut farm as an example. Let's say that we had a farm that had a 50,000 pound guarantee and you picked one trailer load of peanuts that weighed exactly 50,000 pounds. All right, you met that guarantee. But if it was a Seg 3 load, quality adjustment will say that was about 17,000 pounds in that trailer. A Seg 2 load would be about 25,000 pounds in that trailer. So the lower you get your production to count with quality loss in SDRP 2, the more payment you can receive on those farms. So since FSA is still struggling with how to implement the program, my suggestion is please just wait. Give these men and women time to figure out the program. And I don't want you to sign something that you regret, right? So let's take a little bit of time, give it till after the first of the year, maybe till the 15th. Let them get all the kinks worked out of the program. You don't want to be the first fellow to sign up and wish you had done it a different way, okay? So you've got until April of 26 to sign up. There's a lot of discrepancy between what you can see on your SDRP Stage 2 form and crop insurance. They're having trouble linking unit numbers. Your paperwork from FSA, your SDRP application, shows unit numbers, doesn't show farm numbers. I can help you merge that together. I've got the unit number and I've got the farm number on all of your paperwork. What we have run into though is what's coming down from RMA to your local office, that unit number does not match my unit number. So it's kind of a mess, honestly. So my suggestion is please just wait. Let those men and women have a chance to figure out the program. You know, the higher ups are taking off for the holidays, up the chain. So just let's wait until after the first of the year. So there is a producer facing calculator link that we're going to put in this video. You can go play around with that. You're going to look at load by load, whether that's peanuts, whether that's corn, whether that's beans. You got to look at it load by load for quality deductions. Cotton, you're going to have to look at it bale by bale, unfortunately. So we make and get a way to check your classing, where your bales are classed. There may be some triggers there that can tell us any of those bales that had, some quality loss, mic or staple was off. So if you had a crop insurance claim, we've already taken care of that, but that was covered in stage 1. So in stage 2, there's a lot of legwork that's going to have to be done to prove you had quality loss in addition to pound or bushel loss. So until we get a little more information through FSA, I would just, again, hold off on that. But here's the good news, okay? So we're going to move from SDRP Stage 2. Your takeaway is please wait until the middle of January on that. Farm Bridge Assistance, or FBA. Trump says it's the Christmas present. I don't know if it's enough, but it is something. Farm Bridge Assistance. I'm going to tell you what I know. It's all simple compared to Stage 2 of SDRP is really, really simple. So on December 19th, RMA is pulling all of the 578s where you've certified your acres for 2025. So any changes need to be made by tomorrow. Today's the 18th. Make any changes. If anything's left off your acreage report or your 578 at the farm office, make sure that it's done by tomorrow. Make sure it's correct, right? So shouldn't be the problem. On December 22nd, Trump set aside $12 billion for Farm Bridge. $11 billion of it is going to be Title I crops. So our row crops are under the $11 billion. So they're going to take these acres on the 578s, weight them by crop, and divide them into the $11 billion. So they're saying on December 22nd, we will have the payment rate by crop, okay? So you should be able to see how much you're going to get per acre on corn, how much you're going to get on beans, how much you're going to get on cotton, how much you're going to get on grain sorghum, how much you're going to get on wheat. In this slide presentation, these is the best numbers we have found. Don't hold me to this. We're not sure if Farm Bridge will pay 100% or if they'll hold it back like they've done on some other programs. This is a span though. You can look at it on this. You can slow the slide down. You can call me. I can give you a text of it. Corn between $43 and $48. Soybeans between $31 and $28. And you say, well, why is there a span? Well, we've got it rough figured at 100%, but if they hold it back at 90, right, then it'll be a little less than that. So I'm just going to give you the spans. Wheat, 37 to 33. One thing to be careful about on wheat, and I think this is going to be a problem for some guys. Some people, I'm not naming names, but they will certify that wheat not for grain, so it doesn't affect the secondary crop. I know it happens, you know it happens. Well, there's been a rush at FSA for people to go back and recertify this 25, last year's wheat, to recertify it. And that's okay, wheat's gonna get a payment under Farm Bridge, but remember, you can get into a first crop, second crop, double cropping situation if you go back and amend that 578. It may cause you more trouble than it's worth. So, especially in these Alabama counties, if you followed wheat with cotton and you go back and recertify that wheat as for grain, it's going to mess it could mess up your cotton claim. So I would be very, very careful if I were going to amend anything to pick up wheat. But anyway, that's the wheat price. Cotton, 99 to 89, somewhere in that span. Grain sorghum, 45 to 50. Peanuts, 78 to 87. The good thing about Farm Bridge is, guys, they're supposed to announce these payment numbers on December 22nd. This payment should come out. You should receive it before February 28th. It's sitting there ready to go. It's just going to be based on your 578, so there's nothing you're going to have to do other than go sign it at the farm office, just kind of like we did on ECAP is what we're expecting. So announced by February 28th on the payment numbers. I think I'm pretty close. By February 28th, they're saying that they're going to have the payments out to you guys. I'm sure that it's going to help a little bit, but it's a Band-Aid on a bleeding wound. So we need all we can get. I don't think this is the last we're going to see, but I think it's the next that we're going to see. One thing that is not as helpful as it could be with Farm Bridge is you're going to have a $155,000 cap per entity. So there's no way to, unfortunately, what I've read is there's going to be no way to move around that cap by saying that you get more than 75% of your farm income or your income is from farm income. You know, used to we could increase that limit, but I did read that you can't increase the limit on Farm Bridge. So Farm Bridge is going to take care of itself other than you just go signing it. So that's the next shot in the arm that we're going to get. Part of the Trump administration, I guess, is big, beautiful bill. Stick with me on SDRP Stage 2. If your office tells you something different, if they advise you differently, that's fine. But I've talked to all 4 states around me where you guys trust me with your crop insurance, and I have not had one FSA feel confident that they have SDRP Stage 2 figured out yet. So please, my advice to you, and I've told many of you over the phone, many of you on text, just wait. Let's look at January 15th on SDRP Stage 2. Farm Bridge, I think I'm right on your numbers. I mean, I wouldn't tell your banker yet that's exactly what you're getting, but I think I'm pretty close. So there is a chance that I'm off on that. There's no information out on Farm Bridge other than I just gave you, and actually you probably won't even find that information without doing a lot of digging. So stay tuned. We're going to make it through. We're trying to wind down these 25 crop insurance claims. We're getting close. You call me anytime, day or night. You've got my cell number. It's always in my pocket. I'm always going to answer it for you. So if you hear anything different on Stage 2, if you need anything from me on Stage 2, please reach out. We'll stop what we're doing. We'll get you your crop insurance claims. We'll help you any way we can, and we'll pass along information as we get it. So if I don't see you guys prior to that, y'all have a Merry Christmas. And if I can help you, you've got my number. You call me anytime. Thank you.